Good afternoon. Welcome to the Net News at Noon. I'm Don McArthur. We got some bad news to start off today's show. Groundhogs everywhere saw their shadow today, folks. That means 6 more weeks of winter, maybe 5 if we're lucky here in Canada South. And this just breaking this morning, Ontario's colleges have asked the Ontario Labour Relations Board to conduct a supervised vote. There's a strike deadline for the faculty, and that's set for February 11th, so stay tuned for that. Big night last night, folks, at Council. Tears in the public gallery. Following a marathon session of council that heard from more than 30 delegations on the daycare issue, City Council finally opted to close city-run daycares. It's going to affect 9 operations, over 400 kids, and more than 100 employees. It was quite the night. 3 councillors abstained from the vote, citing what they said were conflicts of interest: Ron Jones, Mara, and Postma. In favor of the closures was Brister, Gignac, Dilkins, Valentinus, and Francis himself, and opposed were Luenza, Hatfield, and Halberstadt. This thing's going to continue to ripple. Make sure you check out the Star. Still with Council, Ron Jones says he feels vindicated over the whole phone calls made to Union Leader Gene Fox during the strike. He says in his heart he knows he did nothing wrong, and reaffirmed that he wasn't the source of the leak that torpedoed talks on the eve of what had been billed as fresh negotiations. The Integrity Commissioner shelved his report because he didn't have the jurisdiction to investigate those phone calls because nobody had filed a formal complaint. Probably going to have more on that tomorrow. Still with today's front page, Don Lajoie has a great little story interviewing a priest who had been in Haiti, Father Giroux. He actually wants to go back to minister to some of the suffering people there. We have a video I'm going to post online in a matter of minutes, so make sure you check that out as well. We have galleries from last night's council meeting. You want to check those out as well. And another thing from the front page we're going to have more on tomorrow is that story cut right from the movies, it seems, about a couple who allegedly tried to shake down Tecumseh Doctor with a sex tape. We're going to have take you beyond the press release in tomorrow's paper. Make sure you check that out. And coming up later today, we got the auto sales numbers, what's going to happen to Toyota, the world waits we want to see. And big time tomorrow, folks, say cheese. Star food writer Ted Whipp asked you guys to send in your favorite pizza recipes, and you delivered. And here it is. It's tomorrow, say cheese. And check it out. Windsor's not just a city of roses, folks. It's a city of pizzas, okay? Enough with the serious stuff. Tomorrow, or today actually, this morning, they announced the Oscar nominees, and we have a movie buff here, Julian Revin. She's going to share some of her wisdom with us. Hi, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm not a big movie buff, okay? I saw Avatar the other night. I had the 3D glasses. I quite enjoyed that. So that's on the list, correct?
Avatar's on the list, definitely. 3D phenomenon. James Cameron. It's like, can this man even go wrong after Titanic? I thought, how could he possibly top Titanic? It looks like he has.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed with Avatar. The popcorn was awesome. And but isn't it his ex-wife? Isn't she also up for an award too, or something? What's the deal there?
Catherine Bigelow. She is up for The Hurt Locker, which is she's up for Best Director alongside her ex-husband James Cameron, and The Hurt Locker is up for Best Picture. So that should be interesting.
No, I haven't seen it. Have you seen Hurt Locker?
I've seen The Hurt Locker.
You were talking about it earlier, like raving.
Hurt Locker, I was on the edge of my seat. There's virtually not many big names in this film, except for Ray Fiennes, who ends up biting the bullet early in the film. He has maybe a 2-minute scene.
The butler did it, folks. Okay. Yeah.
It's about this elite bomb squad in Iraq, and this new sergeant, James, comes in, and he basically has his own work ethic. And when you're already in a place where potentially anyone can be your enemy, the last thing you want to worry about is whether or not you can trust your comrades, the people who you work with, the people who are supposed to be watching your back. So he's got his own work ethic. He's great at what he does, but he makes everyone nervous because he's dismantling bombs. And it's to the point where he almost doesn't care. He just does it. It becomes so natural to him, so that when he actually tries to go back and live a normal life with his wife and child, it's almost like a rush for him, this high.
Okay.
I'd like to see it win.
Okay, that's a sentimental favorite. Okay. How about Inglourious Basterds? Did you see that? You like that?
Inglourious Basterds. That wicked man. I loved it when he yelled, "Au revoir, Shoshana!" Oh, that was my favorite line in the whole movie, because you know he's going to see her again. You know he's just going to torture this main character, Melanie Laurent.
Okay, no, he's been tapped for Best Supporting Actor, right? Like, people are saying he's going to win in a landslide. Haven't they been saying that?
It's possible.
He's
It's
pretty
possible.
scary.
Yeah, he's wicked. He can be all smiles and friendly with you one minute, next minute he's on top of you trying to strangle you and kill you. And
It's like working at this place, okay? And how about now, Catherine Bigelow has a woman. What's the deal with this in terms of Best Director?
from what I hear,
Yeah?
a woman has never won this award. A woman has never won Best Director, so we'll see.
So she could really stick it to the ex, right?
She could, personally and professionally. We'll see.
Okay, living the dream. And anything else stick out from the list for you?
I think The Blind Side, is that comedy?
Is that with the football player and Sandra Bullock? This and
Yeah,
that? Okay,
she's been getting some recognition. I haven't seen it yet, but I've been hearing good things from her. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it. Another one I know on the list, District 9.
Tell me about that. I haven't seen
well,
that one.
it's a sci-fi. I love the sci-fi, Star Wars, love it. Jabba the Hutt, all of that. And District 9, it's pretty cool. It's kind of, it seems to be loosely based sort of on apartheid in South Africa. Pretty good movie, Best Picture. I don't know. So fingers crossed. I think it's March 7th is the Oscars.
March 7th, they'll be announced, all the winners. Yep. Oscar
Okay.
night.
Make sure you check that out, folks, and make sure you check back later this afternoon, the Star, for those auto sales numbers, and tomorrow for pizza. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
That's the Net News online and on your porch. We're the Windsor Star.